For today's class, all you need is a mat. Make sure that you're wearing comfortable clothes that you'll be able to move in, and that you have your hair either to the side or up on top of your head. Nothing on the back of that head for me. All right, let's get started sitting down today. I'd like you to sit with your knees bent, feet pointed straight away from you, nice and parallel to each other, and we're sitting on our sits bones, okay? The tailbone is back behind you. Think about where your shoulders are. Circle them forward, up, back, and down just a few times to really feel that connection to the torso. Straighten out your arms in front of you with nice long fingers. Your palms are pointed in. Now we're going to roll down to the mat nice and slowly. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, start by tucking your pelvis. Pull your belly button into your spine, and we're going to try to go down to the mat nice and slowly, one vertebra at a time. Bring your rib cage down, shoulders, and head comes down last, arms pointing straight up at the ceiling. While we're down here, let's do just a few shoulder lifts. I want you to reach your straight arms up for the ceiling, lifting your shoulders up off your mat. And now pull your straight arms back down. Shoulder blades go flat on the mat and your shoulders open up wide, nice and wide across your chest. One more time. Inhale as you reach up for the ceiling. And exhale, pulling those shoulders straight down. Arms are still straight. Lovely. Let's take a deep breath in as you start to curl up your head, neck, and shoulders. Pressing your feet firmly into your mat. Start rolling up one vertebra at a time and reach those arms forward. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going back down, tucking the pelvis, going one vertebra at a time. Low back first, mid back and rib cage, upper back, shoulders, and head last. We're going to do that one more time. Ready? Inhale up. Exhale here, reaching those long arms forward. Neck is long, shoulders are down and back. And exhale all the way back down, nice and slow and controlled. Once your head is all the way down on your mat, lower your straight arms down to your sides. Roll those shoulders back down into place. And I want you to draw your feet in a bit closer to your body. They're still nice and parallel to each other. And while we're here, let's take a look at our alignment. Now, ideally, you'd like the back of your head to be heavy on your mat. Your shoulder blades are flat on the mat. They feel like they're reaching down your back. Now, let's pull your rib cage in. Pull your bottom rib down. Pull your belly button in toward your spine. And your sacrum should also be grounded on the mat. You do have a little bit of a lumbar curve in your back. Your lower back is coming up off your mat just a little tiny bit. And my feet are also grounded down. We're going to do an exercise called a pelvic bowl. Now you can have your arms down by your sides, or you can have them up overhead. Mine are up overhead so I can show you what I'm doing with my pelvis. All right, we're going to start by tucking the pelvis. I'm pulling my rib cage in, lifting my tailbone up off the mat and rocking up onto the top of my sacrum. And now I'm going to go down. I'm arching my back. My rib cage lifts and I'm rolling down onto the bottom of my sacrum. Back up to the top and down. One more time, up and down. I'm going to find the middle of my sacrum right in that nice neutral position. And now we're going to go side to side. I'm going to dip my left hip bone down to the mat, lifting my right hip bone up. I'm rocking onto the left side of my sacrum. And now I'm going to go over to the right, pressing my right hip bone down, lifting the left up. I'm putting pressure on the right side of my sacrum. Let's go back over to the left and back over to the right. Now, as I'm doing this, my knees are still pointing straight up at the ceiling. So I'm really just moving my hips side to side. My legs are not moving very much at all. Now that I have the 4 points of that circle, let's connect them. Start with that big dramatic tuck, rolling up to the top of the sacrum. My rib cage is in. Now I'm going to go over to the right. My left hip lifts up off the mat. And now go down to the bottom, big arch in the back. And now over to the left and back up to the top. We'll go in that circle one more time. Back up to the top. And now let's reverse. We're starting tucked. Go over to the left, down to the bottom, over to the right, and up. One more time in this direction. My pelvis is like a clock and I'm moving around all of the numbers of that clock, starting at 12 and ending at 12. Now here we are back at 12. Bring your straight arms down by your sides and we'll get ready for some bridging. Now essentially a bridge is when you lift your hips up toward the ceiling. We're going to do a nice flat back bridge today. So no moving that spine around. Imagine your torso is a plank of wood, completely solid. Let's take a deep breath in. Now as you exhale, imagine a string is lifting your hips, pulling your hips up toward the ceiling. Your body is moving in one solid, strong piece. We're going to come all the way up until the front of my body is a straight line from my shoulders to my knees. Take a deep breath in and exhale, hinging at the hips to lower your nice flat back down. All the way down, take a deep breath in. And this time, exhale, lifting right back up into that bridge. I'm using my abs to lift here. My glutes are supporting me. Once I'm all the way at the top, I'm going to make sure that the weight is in my shoulder blades and my triceps. My neck is nice and long and relaxed, no tension in my jaw. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, hinge at your hips and lower them straight back down. One more time, inhale. And exhale, lifting up toward the ceiling. This time we're going to stay here. Make sure that your hips are high and even. Our job here is to use our stomach, our core, to keep the hips high and even because the weight is about to shift on us. Make sure you're pressing evenly into your feet. Keep your hips nice and even. And I'm going to lift my right leg straight up to tabletop. Tabletop with my nice bent knee at 90 degrees. Lower that foot right back down to your mat. Make sure those hips haven't moved. And lift that other leg up. Wonderful. Right back down. One more on each side. Lift up. Lower down. Lift up. And lower down. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lower your hips down to the mat. Nice, solid, flat back going down in one piece. Very nice. While we're laying here, let's take a moment to twist our knees side to side, nice and gently. Just asking the back to stretch, asking the sides of the body to stretch just a little bit. And now we'll get into some real core work. So let's check in with those anchor points in the body. Your head is heavy, Shoulder blades are flat. That bottom rib is pulled down. We want to make sure we're not letting the chest flare out. Belly button is in and your sacrum is grounded. We're going to lift one leg at a time to tabletop. Tabletop is this position where I have a 90-degree angle at my hips and a 90-degree angle at my knees. I'm going to curl up my head, neck, and shoulders. Reach both of my hands for my left knee and pull it toward me. My right leg is going to go straight out to about a 45-degree angle. Pulling in the belly button and the rib cage, we're going to switch our legs. Ready? Inhale as you switch your legs. Exhale to point those toes. Inhale, switch. Exhale, point. Inhale, switch. Exhale, point. Inhale, switch. Exhale, point. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull both of your knees in. You can bring your head down to rest if you need to. Otherwise, keep that head nice and lifted. Shoulders are up off of the carriage. When you're ready, go ahead and lift that head back up. This time, we're going to keep the legs together. As you inhale, pressing those legs together, send them out and reach your arms up past your ears. As you exhale, circle your arms around and pull those knees in. Inhale as you open, lengthening the body, pressing those legs away. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, open. Exhale, in. Inhale, open. Exhale, in. Just 2 more. And the last one here. Pull your knees in. Lower your head down to the mat. Arms down to your sides. And bring your feet right down. Very nice, everybody. Now let's turn on to our sides. Now we have some choices here while doing our side lying work. You can lay your head all the way down on your arm. You can rest your head in your hand if this is more comfortable for your neck. Or you can even go up on your forearm like this. If you're deciding to go up on your forearm, you need to lift this side of the body. We want to avoid sinking in to our shoulders or our rib cage. So lifting up nice and tall if this is your choice. I'm going to go all the way down onto the mat with my head because this is how I get the best alignment of my spine. I still have to lift up on that side body. I'm going to put my other hand right in front of my torso and move my hips all the way back to the back of my mat. Straight legs are going to come forward. So I'm in a slightly piked position here. Lifting up my top leg so it's even with my body. I'm going to point my toe. Bring my legs straight in front of me. Flex my foot and start bringing it back past my hips. Inhale to bring that pointed toe forward and exhale, flexing the foot back. Now I'm trying very hard to keep my torso completely still. I'm pulling my belly button in toward my spine, keeping my rib cage in and tight, and using all of those muscles to stabilize my body and keep it still while the leg moves. Let's just do one more here. Pointed toe forward and flexed foot back. Bring that leg right over the other. And now we're going to turn out slightly so the top of my foot is facing the ceiling. I'm going to lift that leg up as high as I can and then slowly bring it back down toward the other one. Inhale to lift up and then exhale down. I'm fighting gravity as I lower that leg. Up and down. And just one more here. Up and down. I'm going to turn that foot so it's parallel with the other one, hovering over my grounding leg, and draw some small circles, tiny little basketball or cantaloupe-sized circles. 2 more. Last one, and lower the leg down. Great job, everyone. Now let's bring our bent knees forward. So I'm in my tabletop position, just lying on my side, 90-degree angle at my hips and a 90-degree angle at those knees. Stabilizing myself with that top arm. I'm going to lift my whole upper leg up. My foot comes up evenly with my knee, and then control it down. Inhale up and exhale down. Very nice. And here we want to make sure that we're keeping those hips and shoulders nice and stacked. I'm not leaning forward or back, otherwise I'm not using the right muscles. Just one more here. Inhale up and exhale down. Now glue those feet together and tuck them down underneath your tailbone. We're going to keep the feet together here and open just the knees. Now it's going to make your body want to lean back even more than the last one, so really work to keep that hip right up on top of the other. As you inhale, open just your knee and exhale down. Working really hard to keep those hips stacked on top of each other. If you start to feel yourself leaning back, take a moment to reposition yourself. Let's do just 2 more here. Last one. And lower down. Very nice, everybody. Go ahead and sit yourself up. We'll go over to the other side, and then we'll do a little bit of stretching. So again, it's up to you to choose your position here. I'm going to go all the way down. Bring my hips back to the back of my mat and my straight legs forward. My hips and shoulders are both stacked. My belly button is in, core is engaged. I'm stabilizing myself, lifting up on that lower body and lifting my leg up to hip height. Beautiful, everyone. Let's inhale, bring that pointed toe forward, flex your foot, and exhale to bring it back behind you. Inhale forward, exhale back. Now we're going for smooth, even movement here. And that's okay if that's not where we're starting, right? We all have our own starting points. We're meeting ourselves where we are. And then we're going to ask for a little bit more fluid movement every day as our bodies get used to these positions. Let's do one more. Forward, back, hover above that other leg and turn out. Very nice. The top of your foot is pointed toward the ceiling. As you inhale, lift up, and exhale, control down. Inhale up, exhale down. Up, down, up, and down. Fabulous. Stay right here. Hover. Bring that leg back to parallel, and let's draw our small circles. Little cantaloupe or basketball-sized circles. No bigger and not too small either. Reverse that circle. 2 more. Bring that leg right down to its front and bend your knees forward to that chair position, tabletop on its side. Let's inhale, opening the leg up, and exhale down. Keeping our hips nice and stacked and even. One more. And down. Glue your feet together, tuck them down under your tailbone, and let's get ready to open just the knee for clam. Inhale, open, exhale, down. Now most people will have a smaller range of movement here than they did for the last exercise, and that's totally fine. All we want to do is make sure those hips stay nice and stacked. You don't feel like you're leaning forward, and you're definitely not leaning back. Let's do one more, and down. Very nice, everyone. Let's throw in a quick stretch, shall we? Turn onto your back. Now for our figure 4 stretch, you're going to take your ankle, let's start with the right ankle, and cross it over to your left knee. Reach through, reach for the back of your left thigh and pull it toward you. We're asking the right hip to stretch at the moment. Take a deep breath in and out. Uncross your legs, bring them down to your mat. Now let's take the left ankle across to the right knee. Reach through, grab the back of your right thigh and pull it toward you. Asking that left hip to open and stretch. Take a deep breath in. Uncross your legs and bring them right down to your mat. Very nice, everyone. Let's ground those feet right into the mat. Reach your arms up for the ceiling. Take a deep breath as you start to curl up your head, neck, and shoulders. And we're going to try to come all the way up to sitting, reaching your arms forward and up onto those sits bones. Great job. We're going to do a little bit of work just sitting on the mat. So you can sit with your legs crossed. You can have them straight out in front of you if that's comfortable. There are a few choices here. I'm going to sit cross-legged for a nice little side bend. We're going to sit up nice and straight. Reach your arms out to the sides. We're going to keep the hips nice and even and heavy as we do this. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, reach over to the left. Bring your forearm down to your mat, elbow and hand, and reach over your body as you gaze up at the ceiling. Again, those hips are heavy. Your right hip is grounded on that mat. As you inhale, use the side muscles down the side of your torso to start lifting yourself up. And let's exhale to the other side. Reach to the right. Bring your forearm down to the mat. And left arm goes up and over as you gaze up at the ceiling. Keeping those shoulders down. Shoulders are miles away from your ears. Inhale up. Exhale, reach down and over. Inhale up. Exhale, reach down and over. Inhale up and relax your arms. Now we're going to end today with a nice deep twist. I want everyone to imagine that your spine is a beautiful, precious strand of pearls and it's going straight up. Now we want to keep those pearls stacked, but keep in mind that you can move them one at a time, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Please start with your hands on your knees. It would be great to be cross-legged now if you can. And as you inhale, start turning just your head over to the left. Once you're looking over your shoulder, let your shoulders start turning left. Your chest begins to turn left. Bring the right hand over to the opposite knee. Left hand goes behind you as your chest is turning left. I'm looking behind me as my belly is turning left. I'm still sitting straight up. When I've turned all the way back, I'm going to take a deep breath in. And then when I exhale, I'm going to twist a little more. Use your hands to make that twist go even farther. And now as I exhale, start turning your belly button back toward the ceiling, toward the front of the room. Bring your chest forward, shoulders, neck, and head left. Let's inhale, twisting to the right. Inhale, twist, shoulders, chest. Exhale as you look way back behind you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, press that twist a little more. And now inhale, twisting back to the center, one vertebra at a time. Belly button, chest, replace your hands, shoulders, and head left. So let's begin our twist. As you inhale, start turning your face to the left. Once your face is turned all the way over your shoulder, let those shoulders follow. Your chest is turning left as you move your hands. Right hand to the opposite knee, left hand back behind you. I'm still sitting straight up, twisting back. I'm looking back behind me as my belly button is turning left. Once all the way back, I'm going to take a deep inhale. And then exhale, press that twist a little farther. Use your arms, wring your body out like it's a towel. Now as you inhale, we're twisting back to the center one at a time. Starting from the bottom this time, bring your belly button forward first. Let your chest start to return as you replace your hands. Shoulders are coming forward and face forward last. Inhale as you start twisting your head only over to the right. Let the shoulders follow. Move your hands. Let your chest start facing right. You're looking back behind you. All the way back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, twist a little bit more. And now inhale, belly button comes forward first. Chest second. Shoulders and head last. Now that's the end of our very first session together. I hope I'll see you tomorrow for day 2. Bye.